Hey there. If you're over 60 and dealing with neuropathy, the burning, the tingling, the numbness in your feet that gets worse at night, you've probably been told there's not much you can do. That nerve damage is permanent, that you just have to live with it. Most doctors mean well when they say that. They're working with what they were taught. But the research tells a very different story. Your nerves can repair themselves. Not overnight. Nerves are the slowest healing tissue in your body, but they can rebuild. The myelin, that protective coating around your nerve fibers, can regenerate. And the science is clear on exactly what your body needs to do it. 3 specific vitamins, 3 nutrients that most people over 60 are severely deficient in, and most doctors never test for them. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what they are, how they work, the right dose, and the one thing most people get wrong that prevents them from working at all. Let's start with number 1. Number 1, benfotiamine, a special form of vitamin B1. And the word special matters because regular B1 has a problem. It's water soluble. It dissolves in water and can't easily get through the protective coating around your nerves. Think of your nerves like electrical wires. Inside is the copper, the nerve fiber. Outside is the insulation, called myelin. That insulation is made of fat, and water and fat don't mix. Regular B1 bounces off that fatty barrier. Benfotiamine is fat soluble. It crosses through the myelin and gets right into the nerve cells where it's needed. This isn't a small difference. It's the difference between a vitamin floating uselessly in your blood and one that actually reaches damaged tissue. A gold standard clinical trial gave patients 300 milligrams of benfotiamine daily for 6 weeks. Result? Significant improvement in nerve function. Not mild, not subtle. Significant. But there's more. Benfotiamine blocks advanced glycation end products, AGEs. When blood sugar is high, sugar sticks to proteins in your nerves like caramelizing. It gums up the nerve tissue. Benfotiamine is one of the few things that blocks this process entirely. Number 2, methylcobalamin, the active form of vitamin B12. And here's where things get interesting. Walk into any pharmacy and grab B12 off the shelf. You're almost certainly getting Cyanocobalamin, synthetic, cheaper. But your body has to convert it into methylcobalamin before it can use it. And that conversion depends on your liver, your gut, your genetics. Things that don't work as well after 60. Sound familiar? Methylcobalamin is already active. No conversion needed. It goes straight to work building the myelin sheath around your nerves. Without it, your body literally cannot maintain or repair that protective coating. A 2026 study found methylcobalamin boosted nerve treatment effectiveness to nearly 87% compared to just 50% without it. That's not marginal. That's the difference between treatment working and treatment barely helping. And here's what most people miss. Common medications, metformin for diabetes, proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux, actively deplete your B12. You might be taking your medication faithfully every day, doing everything right, and unknowingly making your neuropathy worse. Dosage, 1,000 to 2,000 micrograms daily. Look for methylcobalamin on the label. It costs a little more. The difference is real. I'm Ellis. A few years ago, I started noticing a strange tingling in my feet. At first, I thought it was the shoes. Maybe I'd been standing too long, and that's usually how it happens. Not overnight, not suddenly, slowly. I went down the research rabbit hole, and what I found changed how I think about nerve health. Your nerves are slow healers, but they do heal. The difference between healing and getting worse often comes down to what you're about to hear next. Number 3, alpha lipoic acid. Not technically a vitamin, your body makes it naturally, but as you get older, production drops. and what your body makes is nowhere near enough to repair damaged nerves. Alpha lipoic acid is unique because it's both water soluble and fat soluble. It works in every part of every cell, the watery parts, the fatty parts. That means it protects nerve tissue in ways most antioxidants cannot. Let me show you the evidence. The Sydney trial, published in Diabetes Care, daily alpha lipoic acid produced significant relief of pain, burning, and numbness. The Sydney 2 trial confirmed it. 600 milligrams daily, substantial symptom reduction over 5 weeks. But it doesn't just reduce symptoms. Research from the University of Heidelberg showed it promotes actual nerve fiber regeneration. It creates the right environment for your Schwann cells, the cells that build myelin, to get back to work. Practical tip, write this down. Alpha lipoic acid needs an empty stomach. Take it with food and you lose up to 30% of absorption. 30 to 60 minutes before meals. 600 milligrams daily. If you have diabetes, monitor your blood sugar. ALA can modestly lower glucose. Now, you might be thinking, great, Ellis, I'll take all 3 and my nerves will heal. I wish it were that simple, because here's what most people miss. And this might be the most important thing I say in this entire video. A lot of people don't have a vitamin deficiency. They have a vitamin processing problem. Think about a plant. You don't dump gallons of water on it once a month and expect it to thrive. You water it regularly. The body works similarly. If your gut isn't absorbing nutrients, if your liver isn't converting vitamins to their active forms, if you have inflammation blocking the repair process, you can take all the right supplements and see very little benefit. This is why some people try these vitamins and say they didn't work. It's not that the vitamins are wrong. It's that the conditions for them to work weren't in place. There are 3 things that actively prevent these vitamins from working. Number 1, low stomach acid. As we age, stomach acid declines. Without enough acid, you can't break down and absorb B12. You're swallowing the right pill. It's passing through without releasing its payload. Number 2, chronic inflammation. Inflammation floods your system with signals that say, repair can wait. Your nerves can't heal in an inflamed environment. It's like trying to rebuild a house while it's still on fire. And number 3, high blood sugar. Even if you're not diabetic, elevated blood sugar creates those AGEs. The sugar sticks to your nerve proteins and gums up the works. If you're taking benfotiamine and methylcobalamin but still eating refined carbs and sugar, you're working against yourself. So what should you actually expect? The research is consistent. Meaningful nerve repair takes months. Not days, not weeks. Month 1. Some people notice less burning and tingling, especially with alpha lipoic acid. Months 2 and 3. Many people report improved sensation, less numbness, better balance. By 6 months, nerve conduction studies show measurable improvement. The nerves are transmitting signals faster. But I need to warn you about something. Some people feel more tingling in those first few weeks. That can be unsettling. You might think, Ellis, I'm doing everything right and it's getting worse. Here's what's happening. Damaged nerves that were silent are starting to wake up. They're sending signals again. That increased tingling? It's often a sign of repair, not failure. It's your nerves coming back online. If it happens, don't panic. Keep going. Let me give you something you can use starting tomorrow. Morning. Alpha lipoic acid on an empty stomach. Wait 30 minutes before breakfast. With breakfast, benfotiamine. It's fat soluble, so having it with avocado, olive oil, or eggs helps absorption. With lunch, methylcobalamin. Consistency matters more than exact timing. Same time every day. Throughout the day, this is the hard part. Be honest about the sugar and refined carbs. I'm not saying never. I'm saying ask yourself whether what you're eating is helping or hurting. At night, pay attention. Notice whether the burning is any less, whether you slept a little better. Small changes, week by week. The goal isn't perfection. It's creating patterns your body can repeat. Because strength after 60 is not about looking athletic. It's about being able to stand without pain, to walk without fear, to sleep without burning in your feet. It's about protecting your freedom. Healthy nerves aren't restored with one huge decision. It's hundreds of tiny ones. The right form of the right vitamin, every day. Giving your body the months it needs to rebuild. Small habits, repeated every day. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more videos just like this one. And let me know in the comments, have you tried any of these three? Benfotiamine, methylcobalamin, or alpha lipoic acid? What did you notice? I read every comment. Small habits repeated every day. I'm Ellis, and I'll see you in the next one.